It's week 9 of the 2027 season. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Colts and the Patriots on Monday Night Prime Time.
It is a chilly night here in the northeastern U.S., but we've got some football to keep us warm at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Taking in at the 3.
So here come the Patriots now to take over on offense. And trotting out there leading them is their 4th-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
Now a play fake here on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. On second down now, Sloan. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. They'll keep it on the ground. Sloan. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Faced for their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Colts are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd and a couple.
Now Lawrence.
And that is incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Jones. Room here to run.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 deep inside. Where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. And his kick is good. And the Colts hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive.
Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little bit, didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shake it up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Sloan.
And he'll get maybe a couple, if that, up to the 46.
From the gun on third down. Knight. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on third down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Up the middle they go. Sloan. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Looking to throw on second down. Knight
throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And now a stoppage, and it looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Knight. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down. And they may be going backward here. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Operating from the gun. Knight.
And this one too low.
Well, you got a young quarterback. You know, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Operating from the gun. Knight. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts.
And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on third down.
Here's Lawrence. Now a swing pass. It's Edwards-Helaire.
And they're able to bring him down at the 20. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
So on fourth down, on is the punter, Ryan Wright.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line.
New England trotting into place on offense.
And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
Well, it's caught on the right side at Smith. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. The numbers there in last week's game for Smith. 5 catches, 62 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
And he is going to lose yardage here. On third down, Sloan. And this is not going to be enough. Was in search of 2 yards and only got halfway there. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. So here are the Colts to take over. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. The drive will begin with a run by Edwards-Helaire. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
On first down, Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
To throw again on second down.
Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is taken in at the 5. A big play there for Indy. 43 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a first and goal. Well, to throw again is Lawrence.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Aaron Jones, his third rushing touchdown on the year.
And they are able to add on to their advantage. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
So that drive 7 plays in length. And the last play in the drive was a touchdown run by Aaron Jones.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go.
Nothing for him yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Off play action. Knight. This is caught. It's Boyd. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones at a first down.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Looking to throw. Knight. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They'll try the left side. Sloan. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Slant pass to Boyd. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
On second down, Sloan. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Yeah, once more, strong running. And some blocking at the point of attack. Look at this little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Back to throw. Knight. And that is incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
The Patriots send out their punter as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Ready?
Now Lawrence on first down. And Lazard's got it again.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
The Colts coming in looking for win number 7 on the year. And they come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
And I like the way that this team is winning football games because they're doing it the way that coaches love to preach. Penalties at a minimum because they've been very disciplined, very focused in their business.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get it down here to the 33. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Quick completion here to Johnson. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Come on, set.
Again, it's Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal.
Lawrence.
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, we know he can run the ball. There he shows he has the ability to do a little bit more.
That's what you call a complete player. A guy who can run it, catch it, probably can protect the passer when necessary, but his skills are best used when you get the ball in his hands.
And that's the thing. When you've got an athlete like that, you want to get the ball to him in multiple ways, right?
Without a doubt, because he often creates mismatches about who can cover him, whether he's coming out of the backfield or even lining up like a receiver.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Knight. He completes it to Boyd. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're going to get this up to midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Schroeder. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. It's a gain of 34.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll just get rid of it.
And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Again, he'll drop to throw. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. And his kick is good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
Here's Aaron Jones in the offense trotting back out. He's been effective so far over the 40-yard mark here in the second quarter. Don't forget about those guys up front, though. They've been effective, too.
The leverage game has been in their favor. They've been the ones who've been able to bend their knees, drop their hips, and get a little bit lower than the guys on the other side of the football, and they've moved them out of the way for the runner.
Sometimes that's tough for those big fellas.
Not an easy thing for them to do.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we come to halftime here with the visiting Colts taking the lead to the locker room. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Cam Akers, what a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. Next, we head off to check out another game. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you.
Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. But the Colts ready to go to work to start the third quarter.
Ready, set. Opposite.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. He'll let this go deep for Lazard.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Why are we doing this? On the ready.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there. 62 yards.
And the Colts come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter.
I think if you polled defensive backs, they would say the corner route, take that out, make it illegal, because that is so hard to recognize and so hard to adjust, because your first move is to not get beat in the middle of the field, and that's how they move you first before they break off to the corner.
But then as the wide receiver, great job. It's tough to turn those upfield and go, but he did a great job with it there. Really good balance, really good body control, and how about the end result? A touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter.
Here we go, set. Hot, go.
They go play action here on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Knight. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Point after here coming up. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And now out come the Patriots. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, Let's just say it's been unusual.
And he will have a Patriots first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
On first down, Knight. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. To throw on second down, Knight.
This throw incomplete, nearly picked off. And with his pedigree, he doesn't drop many of those. But 3rd down coming up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Knight flush to his right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded at the 20.
The Colts getting another possession here on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Chill. Alert. 10. Lock it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Lawrence. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
Opposite. Chill. Alert.
On 3rd down, Lawrence.
He's going to rifle one deep left side.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's taken to the 26.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And the Patriots take over.
New England's offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And he'll be brought down by the Colts.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack.
The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. This is fielded at the 27.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. They're just looking to do more of the same. They were good in the first half. They've extended their lead so far here in the second half. I don't know, they're just looking good on hitting on all cylinders right now.
And sometimes that means a head coach who really has a finger on the pulse of the team may not have anything to say at all. May tell the rest of the coaches,
up a little bit.
Just back it off a little bit. This team has it under control. I remember hearing about Bob Knight years ago in basketball, getting ready to give the final speech before the gold medal game in '84. And on the board, Michael Jordan had written, "Coach, after all we've been through, there's no way we're losing tonight." He didn't even give a pregame speech.
Wow, interesting. Well, right now, no speech is needed.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
This one swung out here to Jones. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Here's Lawrence to throw. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And I think really good defenders can sniff out those screen passes, just something that they can feel, something that they can sense about how the quarterback drops back or how the lineman is just a little slow to block the oncoming rushers. He read it perfectly, got in there, and made the play.
Check, opposite.
Lawrence going to throw again.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Lazard.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed.
That'll give him 8 that time. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And this one is right down Broadway. And that will extend their lead even further.
So tack on 3 more, though it's just a rare drive where they did not find the end zone.
Yeah, you're right about that, partner. But at this point, I don't think you're too concerned about that. You just want to possess the football for a while and drain the clock. If you can get 3 out of it, that's great, too.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
His throw incomplete.
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up.
Back to throw. Knight.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Offense.
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Nifty move. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. They have picked up right where they left off in half number 1, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Now Lawrence. He's going to have the 1st down and more than that.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
They'll run. It's Edwards.
Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
New England trying to get a place on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Back now in Foxborough. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
Looking to throw on second down.
Knight.
This will be caught by Brown.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to throw again. And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete.
And he'll be brought down at the 27.
To throw on second down.
Knight.
And his throw here's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Looking to throw.
Knight. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And he will have a Patriots first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
Now a throw here to his running back.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
On second down now. Sloan. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
They'll run on 1st down. Sloan. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort.
We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
He'll try again.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 24. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field.
I'm sure the message as they come out onto the field is, hey, take care of the football, because the fumble last possession led to a touchdown. Still a 3-score game, though.
You don't want things to start to snowball. You know, one error leads to another, which leads to another. And then all of a sudden you're fighting for your life down the stretch instead of finishing the game in style, which is what they're trying to do on this drive.
Yeah, it would be a pretty amazing comeback. But we've seen crazier things happen in the National Football League.
We certainly have.
That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, opposite. Heel, come.
They'll go again to Jones.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 70 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. The Colts on third down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Now Lawrence.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
On 1st and 10, Knight. Smith catches left side. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Throwing on 1st down, Knight. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Knight.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Knight. Looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Knight. And he's got his man in stride, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Knight throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 15-yard line. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
2nd down from the 8. They can get a 1st down by reaching the 5.
Now a handoff up the middle. Sloan. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Defensively, they rally the troops to force 4th down after that 7-yard pickup back on 1st. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Touchdown, Patriots! Tyler Boyd. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Eluding the pressure right. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Check. Opposite. Kill.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Block it. Ready, go.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Check. Opposite.
On 3rd down, here's Edwards-Helaire.
And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37.
Kill. Away. Block it.
So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory, but that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? We didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England. So for Indianapolis, they pick up win number 7 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, changes could be in the air as they fall to 0-8 now on the year. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills.